Hey friends, it's Shereé, and in today's video, I'm going to be unboxing my Indie Stitch subscription box. But first, if you're new to my channel, welcome, and if you're a returning person, thank you so much for your continued support. All right, let's get into it. So I received this box a week ago and I wasn't able to unbox it for you on camera because I was sick. I've been struggling with my allergies really bad and I actually lost my voice and I was feeling really terrible. Still not 100% better, but enough to where I can get on camera. So bear with me if I sound different or look different. I'm really excited to share this box with you. In a previous video, I shared an unboxing and someone commented that they would have enjoyed the unboxing a little better if they were able to see a finished garment. And so in this video, I will be sharing a finished garment made using the pattern that's in the box. So I'm excited to share that with you. All right, so May's box looks like this. And if you are not familiar with Indie Stitch is a monthly sewing subscription service where you receive a box like this every month, and inside is a garment pattern, fabric, and all the notions that you need to complete the garment, as well as some additional sewing goodies. So it's a fantastic subscription to receive if you are new to sewing and you need a little bit more guidance, or you haven't figured out where to buy or source certain materials. It's really nice to have everything come in one box like this. If you're like me and you just like a little surprise every month, this is also a good subscription box for you. All right, let's open it up and see what's inside. The first thing in the box is an information card, and the information card provides you with information about what's inside the box. It lets you know the pattern, and this month's pattern is the Friday Pattern Company square neck top, and it gives you instructions on how to download the PDF version of the instructions as well as the pattern, and it gives you a QR code that takes you directly to a sew along for this pattern. So I think that's fantastic, especially if you are a beginner and you want someone to show you step by step how to complete the garment in the box. Extremely helpful. On the back of the card, it also lists all the additional things that are in the box. It will tell you not only the fabric that you receive, but you get a little picture of what the other options were for the box. And in this subscription, you can actually select the fabric that you want to be sent to you. And it also gives you an opportunity to be surprised if that's something that you would like. So also in the box, you are going to receive a full printed pattern. So yes, you can download the digital pattern and have that on your computer for your PDF, but you also have the printed pattern in the box. So that's very nice. All right, let's talk about the Friday Pattern Company square neck top. I actually already had this pattern, and it is one that I've tested out in the past, and I didn't quite get the fit right. So this time around, I wanted to make another version of the top so that I could share it with you in this video, and I'm wearing it now. As you can see, this is the Friday Pattern Company square neck top, and I will insert pictures so that you can see what it looks like styled up and modeled and moving around, tucked and untucked. The square neck top is a really nice top. It is a boxy dolman sleeve top, and has obviously the square neckline. It is slightly cropped and it is great for beginners. So this is a top that can actually be made out of a woven fabric, which is what I have chosen to do, or you can make it out of a knit fabric as well, which I think is a fantastic option to have a pattern that will allow you to do both. And the instructions are slightly different if you're going to be doing a woven version versus a knit version, and it talks you all through that. Another fantastic thing about this pattern is that it has cup sizes. So if you are a more busty person like myself, you have the option of doing either a CD cup, or you can do the regular version of the pattern, which is an AB cup. I like that so much, and that was one of the things that I really appreciate about Friday Pattern Company patterns, is that quite a few of their patterns do have cup sizes, which makes it so much easier for those of us that don't want to do full bust adjustments on our garments. So that's really nice. And let's get into the other things that are in the box. So I selected this gorgeous linen fabric, and let me show you what it looks like. One thing I want to point out about the Indie Stitch fabrics is that they always come packaged in this really nice slip cover, folded perfectly, and there's always a little sticker on here that tells you what your fabric is, and this is a viscose linen blend. The contents is 60% viscose, 30% linen, and it gives care instructions, which is extremely helpful if you're like me, you buy lots of fabric and then you don't hold on to information on how to care for the fabric because it will require you to write it down off of the bolt. So receiving something like this that tells you right on there how to take care of it is very helpful. So for this linen, it says to wash, cool, tumble, dry, and there's 2 yards in here. I'm going to take it out so that you can see what it looks like. I decided that I was going to test the garment out before I cut into this gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous fabric. If you look closely, there are fantastic little flowers on there, and it's just this really beautiful gray blue fabric, and I just love it so much. It's super soft, and it actually is not sheer, which I appreciate, which is super nice. I really love this fabric, and I think it's going to make the most perfect square neck top. Now, my test version that I'm wearing here was made out of a cotton fabric. This fabric was purchased from Joann, and it was a part of their Black History Month release. And I chose this because while it is a cotton, the feel of it is very similar to the roughness of a linen. So I felt, and even touching them now, I felt like it would be very similar. And when you are testing out a garment to see the fit of it, I think it's really nice to try to make your test garment in a fabric that is similar to what you're going to be using for your final version. Now, I do want to say that this linen is much softer than this cotton, but there is something about the texture that is similar. And so I'm glad that I used this fabric to test it out before I cut into my really beautiful linen fabric. Isn't this gorgeous? I absolutely cannot wait to make another version out of this. Now, the fit on the version that I'm wearing now is slightly oversized. I am still trying to figure out my fit. I chose for this version to make a medium in the CD cup, but I actually think that I probably could have gotten away with just making the regular version of the pattern in a size large. But overall, it's a cute little top, and I'm glad that I had an opportunity to test it out before cutting into this gorgeous, gorgeous fabric. Okay, let's move on to the next thing in the box. The next thing in the box we have is the thread, and as you can see, the thread is the same color as the fabric, and then there is a little yellow envelope that has 2 sewing needles in it, and the sewing needles are Universal Flank Shank Original Brand Home Sewing Machine needles, and they are a 7511. And that is so helpful to have more than one needle because sometimes you break a needle, and so it's nice to have a backup. So I'm glad that this is included. The next thing in the box is the pattern, and it has been printed on this really nice sturdy paper. And I opened it up and took a peek, and you do have both the woven version of the pattern as well as the knit version of the pattern pieces right here on this sheet. So that's extremely helpful that you don't have to print your pattern and tape it together. You do have to go online to access the instructions for the pattern, but if you're a person that doesn't need to print the instructions, then you are ready to go. You can just read your instructions off of the screen. So this is a nice thing to receive in your sewing box. You don't have to print and tape together your own pattern. The next thing in the box is a keychain. Oh my gosh, this is a really beautiful keychain. Let me get close so that you can see what it looks like. It's got some really cute little charms on here. We have an iron, a sewing machine, we have a measuring tape, and some little shears. Very, very cute little keychain. Let's find out more information about this. Introducing the sewing keychain. The sweet keychain features a collection of mini sewing charms. Carry your passion for sewing wherever you go while adding a touch of whimsy to your keychain or your bag. Very, very cute. I love that this is in the box. The next thing in the box is some washi tape. And on the card it says, a creative solution for needle tacking. Jot down needle size and type, and then attach the tape to your sewing machine for a quick, fuss-free reference. And add a pop of color to your sewing space with this must-have accessory. Now this washi tape is so pretty. I'm going to come in close so that you can see. It has some gorgeous little black birds and some leaves all over it. It's so pretty. I like this a lot. I am a big planner, and so I use lots of washi tape in my planner, but I also use it for the way that it's described on the little information sheet on my sewing machine as well. So this is a nice tool to have in the box. The next thing in the box is a thread organizing bundle. And I will come in close so that you can see what this looks like. And these are so very neat, you guys. We have some little bobbin holders, and we also have thread spool holders. So basically what you do is you wrap these around your spool of thread so that your thread does not come loose and unravel on your spool of thread. That's what those are for. Now these are really neat because you can slip this in the middle of your spool of thread, and then you can put your bobbin on top and hook it on top with this part here. Kind of tough to see, but if I get a chance, I will insert what that looks like on the actual thread. These are so nice to keep you nice and organized. And if you are a person who sews on the go, so you take your sewing equipment with you when you travel, having something like this to keep your thread from unraveling is really nice. I almost forgot to mention that there was knit or woven interfacing included in the box. Well, that is everything that came in the Indie Stitch box for this month of May. If you're interested in subscribing to Indie Stitch, I will have a link for your subscription in the information section of this video. I'm going to insert now some pictures of me modeling my square neck top that I made, and I hope that you really enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel and come back to check out next month's Indie Stitch unboxing so that you can see what I received in next month's box. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a fantastic day and a wonderful week. Talk to you soon. Bye.